Champions League draw. The Champions League draw here. If we talk over it, we're not gonna get copyrighted. So the thing, okay, please don't. You keep doing it, Connor. You keep doing it. You keep doing it. We can't get copyrighted there. Don't know.
We just avoided copyright.
Hopefully. Yeah, please, UEFA, don't sue me. This is your live stream. We'll be updating here. Got. Oh, I don't have anything. Okay. Let me just get this set up. Like, not expecting this. I should have set this up earlier.
Yeah,
Hello there, welcome to the Grammar.
Yeah.
I'm Reshmin, this is Pedro, and we are absolutely delighted
This is
to
the
be back
Champions
in
League
full
draw.
effect for the UEFA Champions League group stage draw and award ceremony.
Soon.
We are indeed. We're here on the red carpet where some of the biggest
In
stars
just
in European football have been
a little bit,
greeted
yes.
by their fans as they make their way into the arena.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is the hottest team in town. So
The
many big
biggest-
faces from the world of football, what everyone wants to really know.
The
is
biggest
who's
club
playing who
competition.
in the group stages next season.
They
In
do
the world.
also want to find out who will be crowned the UEFA Women's and Men's Player of the Year.
Absolutely. So we will kick off our show in just a moment. Before we do, though, please welcome a couple of musicians who have composed something that is inspired by that world-famous UEFA Champions League anthem. Here they are, Bruce Liu and Asia Fateva.
Hopefully we don't.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get a copyright here. Please. Please don't copyright me, UEFA.
Technically, this can't get copyrighted because it's not an actual vocals. But please don't.
UEFA, please don't murder me. Okay. Please, UEFA. That is all I ask of you.
Yeah.
So, I'm here with Connor Tube HD, a certified Real Madrid fan,
And we're here talking
and
about
myself,
the Champions League.
a Bayern fan.
And we're
here.
here talking about the Champions League. Us being the two biggest fans of the two biggest clubs in Europe, in European history.
And then this random guy who's an Inter Miami fan. Alright. So I'm setting this up. I believe it's So, kind of good. How does it feel being in pot 2?
Are you like the blowfish and is higher than everyone?
I mean, Real Madrid is the current third best team in UEFA according to club coefficients, just behind Bayern in second and Man City first.
But
I mean, they're a mile behind Bayern.
But
So-
both of them in pot 1.
Due to winning their leagues. So,
But
Yeah.
But I think
how does it feel finishing second in your domestic league?
well, then go talk to that person over there who's a fan of Inter Miami.
Yeah, we're just not gonna talk about the situation they're in. Hey, I mean, at least they're not in as bad as a situation as Toronto FC. But I mean, they did just get John Herdman, so yeah, John Herdman is leaving the Canada national team job to manage the team bottom of the MLS.
I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. So,
Oh, do I walk first? Yeah. Oh, I was first, yeah.
Oh, I was first here.
What a great original piece inspired by the UEFA Champions League anthem.
Yeah.
And Reshman, this is an iconic tune. I mean, everybody knows it, everybody loves it, the fans, the players.
And
I
all
don't
of
care
us
about
as
the
well.
teams.
It's like
All
a
I
dream
care
for
about is
players
the
to play
teams
in
that are in it.
competition. It's a dream for us to work in the competition, and you hear the song,
Group stage.
and you just get goosebumps, don't you?
Especially at the stadiums. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here.
So the pot's
Grimaldi
here.
Forum in Monaco. Great to see it packed for another massive occasion, which is the UEFA Champions League group stage draw and award ceremony.
It is indeed.
Yeah,
We
Inter.
cannot wait to kick off a brand new
It
season
feels
of UEFA
painful.
Champions League
Inter.
football, the best
At least we have a better UEFA Cup.
Dortmund,
on the
Atleti.
planet. And
At least we have a
delighted to
big,
join
better
our
club
representatives from
coefficient
the
than
first two
Manchester
clubs who
United.
qualified for this year's group stage. There are some familiar faces, some returning faces, and also some UCL debutants as well. So a huge welcome to all.
Porto,
Definitely also a special welcome to all the football
That was
fans, past
terrible
and
timing.
present.
Leipzig.
That was terrible timing. They said, with some UCL debutants, and then he said Porto.
Was another historic
Because Porto.
Oh yeah, they've been two-time champions, which is
23rd different club.
Not even.
two
though-
times more than PSG.
Competition began.
Definitely, and let's take a look
If
back.
you were to add up the amount of times that Portugal has won
Culminated
it,
in a dramatic
that the
final
a
between
Portuguese team has won the Champions League compared to PSG.
Like five times.
No, I think it's.
Yeah,
Wait, wait,
five. Porto's got two. Benfica's got three. That's not the Champions League anthem, Gun. You don't have to. Oh. Braga. PSV. Lazio.
Mbappe.
Belgrade. Copenhagen. Celtic. Newcastle. Union Berlin. Royal Antwerp. And Lyon.
Antonio Rudiger. Neymar!
Yeah, I don't know why they're showing him. He's not even in the Champions League anymore.
He could be next year, though.
Yes, depending on how the whole wild card situation turns out to be.
Madrid, España. Madrid, Spain. Holland!
Yeah, and then we're also going to be doing our group predictions as well.
Vinicius Junior. Kvaratskhelia. Doncic. Garcia.
Aggressive typing noises. Alright. So, the pots. While we're waiting, pot 1. Man City, Sevilla, Bayern, PSG, Napoli, Benfica, Feyenoord, and Barcelona. Pot 2. Man United, Real Madrid, Inter, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Porto, RB Leipzig, and Arsenal. Pot 3 is Shakhtar Donetsk, RB Salzburg, AC Milan, Braga, PSV Eindhoven, Lazio, Red Star Belgrade, and FC Copenhagen. And in pot 4 is Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic, Newcastle, Union Berlin, Royal Antwerp, and Racing Club Lyon.
He's talking to men who can't stay fit.
But we did it, Kevin.
7 years.
7 years, Mom.
7 years to win it.
It really took this man
7 years.
12 years to win his 3rd title. He couldn't even win it with Bayern. The big bald fraud.
And he couldn't even win it with infinite money for 7 years. It took him 7 years to win.
So, yeah, there's many things that's going to be in this stream. Not just the Champions League group draw. There's also going to be the revealing of UEFA Player of the Season. For the men's nominees is Messi, Haaland, and De Bruyne. I think Messi should win it.
This meme really took 12 years from his...
And, of course, the group stage draw. The group stage draw itself.
It took this man 12 years.
And,
It took this man 12 years to go.
of course.
Thank you very much, Pedro. Yeah, congratulations to Messi.
And then,
You may remember
after the group stage draw, we will be predicting the group, not the matches, just the final group standings. That's what we're going to be predicting. We're not points or anything. Just, yeah.
Group standing.
Yeah, Kvara.
We'll do...
Kvara is Young Player of the Year.
We'll do match day
Young Player of the
predictions.
Season for the Champions League. Please stop talking, Connor. At least all of me.
Emulate City's achievements and win the UEFA Champions League. But only 2 teams can be in the hat to do that.
Yeah.
Only 2 teams can reach the final, which this year will be held in my hometown, London,
In
born and bred.
Wembley. Next year it will be held at the Allianz Arena in Munich,
I can't either, and I'm not even from London.
which is Bayern's home stadium. So if Bayern does reach it with the team we've got and the fact that it's in our home stadium, I think we're winning the final if we reach it next season.
$62?
62 for Abidal, 62 Champions League appearances. That's Eric Abidal, what they're showing right now. 2-time Champions League winner. Once again, we're talking about Eric Abidal here. Now Joe Cole. '57 Champions League appearances, which you gotta remember that there's only 13 games per team if they make it to the final.
6 UEFA Champions
Yep.
League goals from
6.
left back, which is actually really good.
6 goals. Wait, did it say how many titles he had?
No.
He doesn't have any. The fraud.
No, I think he actually has.
I think he actually does have one. But yeah, Abidal and Joe Cole. Eric Abidal actually lifted.
See you both.
Welcome, gentlemen. Fantastic
Sorry about
to
that.
have you here. Wembley is the
Actually,
special
sorry for
place
the
where
inconvenience.
finals
Not
take
sorry.
place.
Yes.
Not sorry for the inconvenience.
It would be amazing if Harry Kane ended up winning the Champions League
Wembley in 2011.
in his hometown
What did it mean?
or home city, not hometown. London is
I love
massive.
how Tottenham
Arenas.
tried to delay out.
First of all, good afternoon. Yeah, with
Tottenham
Special
tried to
guest
delay
Eric
the
Abidal
signing.
talking now.
as a team. Of course, very difficult to achieve. But Champions League is always special. This stadium was amazing, the city amazing. I think it's the best place to hold the Champions League final. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good endorsement of Wembley. I mean, Joe, you've played there so many times for club and country, and it is that iconic venue. It's the home of English football. There's a reason why it has the X factor, and you're here to tell us what it is.
Yeah, I mean, very romantic, especially for English players. You know, I remember I played at the old Wembley as well, and I used to live not far from it and used to sneak in when I didn't have my ticket. So,
Really?
yes, and, I'm very, very,
We'll let you off.
yeah, very excited to welcome the whole of Europe to Wembley.
Yeah, absolutely, as we all are. Thank you, guys. Lovely to have you here. Are you ready for the draw? Nerves of steel? You know this is a big job.
It's a big job, yeah. I mean, it's a privilege to be working here with UEFA, and like I said, I just want favourable draws for all the English teams, and I'm happy.
And all the other teams as well, obviously. Good luck, guys.
Well, I mean, every team can't get a favorable draw. Like, I don't think Long is getting anything favorable.
So this is like Cafu.
No, it's like how for the World Cup they had Cafu, but this time it's Joe Cole and Eric Abidal who will be doing the draw.
But
we do have so the three things that will be in this video is, or this live stream, is the UEFA Player of the Season, the Champions League Group Draw, obviously, and then our predictions for the group draw. This is going to be our longest live stream that we've had on this channel. Yep, the draw will be in Monaco.
In just a few moments, we will shape the 8 groups that the 32 best clubs in Europe will have to battle through, matchups that will set our hearts racing, and the stories that will be written in the new chapter.
I hope Bayern get Arsenal. I really hope Bayern get Arsenal.
As usual, the clash of titans, the emergence of underdogs, and the beauty of the game in its purest form. Although they have bespoke
And please, do not give me Real Madrid. Arsenal is in pot 2, along with a certain Spanish club. Atletico Madrid. I'm joking. I'm talking about Real Madrid.
As you know, this is a
Elbows.
special
Elbows.
season as it
Okay.
the curtain on the glorious era
does it
of the
feel to
current
only
format,
have
which has
one
brought
digit
us
Champions
so
League?
many unforgettable moments for 25 years.
How does it feel
The competition to the pinnacle.
to have a rigged three-peat?
And when we will reopen next year, a new exciting adventure will be waiting to
How does it
delight
feel to
and
not win a
excite
Champions
even
League
more
but have?
fans worldwide. As
Neither of you.
Warm welcome to all participating
And
clubs,
the Management Cup.
Special welcome to Union Berlin and Royal Antwerp, who are experiencing the UEFA Champions League for the very
It's
first
more.
time.
It's
Yeah, Antwerp and Union Berlin have never
And,
competed in the Champions League before.
the very best of
Well,
luck.
technically Antwerp has, but the last time they competed in it, it was still called the European Cup. So, which the European Cup sounds like some kind of knockoff. It seems like some kind of knockoff competition that a video game would have.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the UEFA Champions League title holder,
Which is Man
Manchester
City.
City, and the UEFA Europa League title holder, Sevilla FC,
Should have been
as
Roma.
well as the domestic champions of
Roma were
Spain,
robbed.
Italy, Germany, France,
Don't say
Portugal,
that.
and
That's
Netherlands.
for legal reason. That's a
The
joke.
remaining 20
Roma was robbed.
split into 3
Stop.
pots based on their position
Fine.
in the UEFA club coefficient rankings.
Yep.
Clubs from the same country cannot be drawn in the same group.
Yep.
Because the same number of UEFA Champions League matches are played on both Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the groups are divided into 2 colours. Red for groups A to D and blue for groups E to H. The red groups will play on one match night and the blue groups will play on the other. This will apply on all match days. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 teams from one country are paired in order to be split into the red and blue groups. The teams of Pot 1 will be drawn first. A ball will be drawn at random and open to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer and in accordance with the established principles. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. If the team drawn has 4 options available from E to H, for example, it will be automatically allocated to Group E, and so on. This procedure will be repeated until all the teams in Pot 1 have been allocated to the 8 groups. For Pot 2, a ball will be drawn at random and open to display the name. The computer will then show which groups are available for this club in accordance with the established principles such as country protection and TV pairings. A draw will then be made to determine which of these available groups the club is assigned to. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. Once the 8 teams from Pot 2 have each been allocated to a group, the same procedure will apply for Pots 3 and 4 to complete all the groups. Once the draw procedure has been completed, a computer draw will determine the final positions of the teams within the 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule.
Yep, they just randomly select where they are in the group at the start, because that decides when they will play who. So
now we know how it all works. Let's take a look at the teams in Pot 1.
I already named them all off. Alright, Pot 1, Man City for England. Sevilla FC.
Showing Montiel's goal.
FC Barcelona. SSC Napoli.
What is that man doing?
FC Bayern München. Konami! Get out, PSG! Paris Saint-Germain. Speak of the devil and he will arrive. SL Benfica. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Yeah.
Feyenoord.
Pot 1.
So this pot features all the top-seeded teams. So as you would expect, some real powerhouses.
Yeah, massive teams. Although you know, one of them is missing because they finished second in their domestic league.
Well, then Barcelona will be missing.
Giorgio, we're ready. Over to you.
Yes, nobody can wait, Pedro, so there is no time to waste.
8-2. All right, here we go. They showed Joe Cole here how to do the draw. They have to show him how to do it, man.
That's how.
All right, he's pulled it out. What will be the first? Who will go into Group A?
First team, first group.
Bayern Munich.
So we start
All right.
Munich.
Bayern goes into Group A, but given that the draw hasn't been done to randomize it, I will just put a letter.
So one team is allocated, Bayern, yes, so please. The 6-time winners and unbeaten in a record streak of 34 group stage matches. So let's see if someone will manage to beat them in this group.
We're currently on a 34-game unbeaten streak. Sevilla are drawn into Group B.
The UEFA Europa League last year.
Record holders.
Sevilla can go into Group B.
Sevilla goes into Group B.
Yes, the best result of Sevilla was in 2058 and 2018 when they reached the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Now it's a 4th successive season where.
All right.
Sevilla,
Next up is
Napoli.
Napoli.
next up is Napoli.
Drawn
Into Group C.
The champions of Serie A, winners of the tournament after a fantastic run last year, not only in Serie A but also the Champions League. They did very well, excellent performance up to the quarterfinals and scoring the top number of goals in group stage, 20 goals.
Benfica.
Now the
Benfica's into Group D.
champions, Benfica, Group D, course, accommodate Benfica. We're ready to see the next one.
Next
They
up
won 2
is.
titles in their history,
Oh, no, wait, never mind.
61 and 62.
Next
They
up is.
participated 43 times
Alright.
in this competition.
Next
There are
up
only 6
is.
Feyenoord.
Feyenoord.
Don't say it.
So the Dutch champions this time. Group
Just
E,
let Joe say it.
Feyenoord.
Let Joe Cole say it. Okay.
Let me talk.
No.
I need you, Wembley. Like.
Actually, the first Dutch club.
Just watch
This trophy.
Man City draw the easiest possible teams. All right. Next up is.
Paris Saint-Germain.
And we have
PSG.
now Paris Saint-Germain, champions
Into
of France, Group F.
Group
for
F.
The finalists
What
of
is that now?
2000.
So Man City and Barcelona remain.
12 successive season in the
So-
UEFA Champions League group stage. Where they
And
scored,
who will be drawn in the Group G? It is drawn in the Group G is
Manchester City.
and
Man
here
City.
they are, the title holders of Manchester City. Group
Which
G
is
the group of City.
Group Barcelona goes into Group F
Beaten last season.
or Group H automatically, but they're still gonna draw it anyways.
Holland. So let's see.
So yeah, who gets drawn into Group H? Will it be Barcelona or Barcelona? Let's see. And it will be.
Last group.
Barcelona.
And we go with
Who would have expected that? I really thought it was gonna be Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah. Thought it would have been Barcelona.
Thank you, Georgia.
No,
Thank you,
it ends up being
Now we have
Barcelona.
first teams in their group, so let's take a look at
All right. And now, teams in Pot 2. Real Madrid, CF,
14. What are they?
Manchester United,
They could. The only thing you guys could win was the.
FC Internazionale Milano,
Champions League finalists.
Borussia Dortmund, Club Atlético de Madrid, RB Leipzig, FC Porto, Arsenal FC,
Pot 2.
Oh, it all looks so good, doesn't it, already? And they haven't even been drawn yet. 8 more teams set to
Whew.
discover their fate, including record Champions League winners at Real Madrid, last year's finalists Inter, and Premier League side Arsenal, who returned to the competition after a 6-year absence. So let's find out who they'll be facing. Back to you, gentlemen.
Please be Bayern. Please, Arsenal in the Group A, please. Please.
Now I'm walking away.
Come on, Arsenal, please. If it's Real Madrid, I am going to cry.
I'm
Please,
leaving.
please be Arsenal. But in Group A, it will. Who will be drawn next? Drawn next is.
Borussia Dortmund.
They cannot be drawn into Group A.
Group B.
No, they do a draw for the available group. For which available group?
Possible options, all blue groups from E
Yep.
to H. Now we're preparing the boards for this draw. Borussia were winners of the title in 19.
Abidal will. Yeah, last time Dortmund had an Austrian in their team. So which group will Dortmund go into?
Now we'll see
It will be.
where Borussia Dortmund will play this season.
Group F.
Group F along with PSG.
In group
Oh
F,
my
Borussia
God, what
Dortmund
is
will
this?
find Paris Saint-Germain. So first,
Nasser Khelaifi is not the happiest with that.
ready for us. We have
And next up
in,
is.
out.
The reason why Dortmund's in Pot 2.
The next up is.
That is
Arsenal.
Please be Group A. Please be Group A.
QE,
Please be Group A.
Arsenal back to the stage. We can allocate Arsenal to 6 groups. It's A, B, C, D, E, and H. So everything
Please be Group A. Please be Group A.
except of
Come on,
I
please.
swear, if we get drawn into your group.
Please be Group A. Please. Come on, Group A. Come on. Come on, Group A. Group A. Please, Abidal, give me Group A.
Give it to me.
Alright, so Arsenal is drawn into Group.
Group B.
No!
Is coming back in Group B and
Are you kidding me? We don't get to beat them 5-1 again. No! Anyways, they go into a group with Sevilla. Alright, drawn next is...
Atletico Madrid.
Atleti.
Atletico de Madrid.
Oh, Carson.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Why did Arsenal get
What they can be.
They can be in only groups E and G.
Abidal, give him something good.
So with either Man City or Feyenoord.
Abidal looks focused.
For 11 successive years now, they've been appearing in Champions League.
Group E.
Group E along with Feyenoord.
Where they will find the Dutch champions of Feyenoord. We go ahead.
That's an easy group right
Another
now.
one.
Well, last time they had an easy group. They
Alright, next up. The team drawn next will be...
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Man United.
So how many teams are left?
Manchester United, Group A.
That is the fourth.
Or Group
They can be drawn
So-
with A, C, and D. They cannot be drawn with Arsenal.
I think.
Champions League groups.
Alright, so Arsenal, or Man United, will be drawn in...
Two group.
The clubs.
No, Man United will be drawn into...
Group A.
So Manchester
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's going to be fun.
Oh my god. It's a
Man United. Yes, we don't get Real Madrid. Let's go. Alright, drawn next
both of us right
is...
now. Both of us after right now hearing that we don't get
Yeah.
it's not buying versus Real Madrid, we just sell
RB
it.
Leipzig.
RB Leipzig is drawn next.
Leipzig can be drawn into the 4 remaining groups. Groups
They can be drawn into any group
G or H.
of the remaining ones.
Successive appearance, Leipzig. Best result this club was the semi-final.
No, it's not their fifth appearance in the Champions League, at least I don't think so. It's not.
It is.
No, not including the Red takeover.
No, it is. It is. I believe.
This is probably
Alright, they'll be drawn into
Group G.
Group G.
the regulars in the Champions League now.
Along with Man City. Why does everything have to involve Leipzig and Man City? These two are a pair. They do not get separated.
Carson.
Alright, drawn. The team drawn next will be...
There's still 3 clubs which need to be drawn.
Team drawn next is...
One is
Inter Milan.
Inter Milano.
Internazionale Milan. Milano.
You can just see.
And they will be
So a final
drawn
It's
automatically...
to D.
Yep, they get automatically drawn into Group D with Benfica.
this competition with
Speaking of Inter and Benfica.
So that means that Porto will automatically
Inter and Benfica.
be going into... Oh, no, wait. Porto and Real Madrid are both available.
Okay, Porto is going into.
also automatically
Group
allocated
H.
to a group and no options.
Oh, yep. Porto is
Carson, who do
automatically...
you think it's gonna be next?
Porto is automatically drawn into Group
Who do you think It's
H.
gonna be next, Real Madrid or Real Madrid?
Group H.
Porto is drawn into Group H
Who
with
do you think it's gonna be
Barcelona.
Carson, who do you think
Stop
it's gonna be
talking. Drawn next will be...
Together with Bayern.
Real Madrid.
And
next? Well, that's so shocking. I thought it was gonna be Real Madrid.
We have a group C and in group
Oh, that is an interesting matchup. Napoli and Real Madrid in the same group. You do realize they lost their best defender, right?
Oh yeah.
Munich,
And then we have Vinny.
Napoli, Real Madrid.
Yes, but you also have Kappa in goal.
No, don't worry. We have Kamavinga.
True that. True about that. Alright, pot 3. FC Shakhtar Donetsk. Ukrainian champions. FC Red Bull Salzburg.
Red Bull Salzburg.
AC Milan.
AC Milano.
SC Braga.
The second Portuguese.
PSV Eindhoven.
Hold up, I think that's the third Portuguese team in this.
Yeah. SS Lazio. SS Lazio. We're not gonna say their nickname because we can't. FK Crvena Zvezda, also known as Red Star Belgrade.
Ooh, what a goal.
FC Copenhagen.
I'm sad about that.
What a goal, though. Seriously.
Why are you showing that? I am still in pain about that.
All right, so that is pot 3. I really would have loved to see Rakov Cheshirova, but
they'll be in the Europa League.
yep, they will be in the Europa League.
Pretty good.
Ukrainian champions Shakhtar Donetsk and 1991 winners Crvena Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade. Giorgio,
Yeah.
over to you.
Yes.
Crvena Zvezda
Mounting.
has won the whole thing. So they're spinning it up.
This season, Joe.
Joe Cole will be drawing this one as well. All right, the team that will be drawn next or first in group pot 3 is
Suspense.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar Donetsk. Will be drawn
So
into
the only
Spanish
Spanish team not yet to be drawn right now.
yeah. Shakhtar can go into any group.
I just thought of this for no reason.
It doesn't matter because there's no other Ukrainian team in this competition, so they can go anywhere.
Participations in the last 14 seasons.
And Abidal will be selecting the group here.
An established partner of this competition.
And Shakhtar will go into.
Seconds.
Shakhtar goes into.
Group H.
Group H. The Ukrainian champions go into a group along with
playing in Germany. You
with
might be wondering why I said
Barcelona and
Germany.
Porto. No, they're playing in Poland. All right, drawn next is
No, they're Shakhtar Donetsk are playing in Germany.
Red Star Belgrade.
You went the shortcut, Joe.
Red Star Belgrade are back in the Champions League.
Yeah, they can go into any group except Group H. Because there's-
I will scream at FIFA.
Yeah.
We don't have any conditions.
They're literally in the.
Yep, there is no other Serbian team in the Champions League, meaning Red Star can go into any group other than Group H, which Shakhtar Donetsk is already in. So Abidal will draw now.
They are back
Abidal.
19
All right,
here. It's the first set that
They will be in
Red Star Belgrade will draw into
Group G.
Group G. So
Group G.
will face in Group G Manchester
City Leipzig.
Man City and Leipzig. That's
Next one.
oh, that's a tough group for Red Star. All right, the team drawn next
Jeez.
is
PSV Eindhoven.
PSV.
Eindhoven. They can be allocated to 4 of the remaining groups.
A, B, C,
Yep.
D. Because there is already
Eindhoven, they were
a
winners
Dutch
in
team. in
Yep,
here.
there's a Dutch team already,
Feyenoord.
meaning they must go into the top half.
Straight from the half-court playoff with the Rangers.
7-3. Oh. All right, PSV draws into
This is the group.
Group B.
B. And
Group.
B means that the other teams were facing.
Ooh, that's an interesting.
so they go into a group with Sevilla and Arsenal.
That's an
So,
interesting
if
group.
another team from
It is.
You know, that group
It's a
may be
very
cooking.
interesting group.
That
That's-
group may be cooking.
All right, the team drawn next will be
AC Milan.
Milan.
AC Milan.
I will cry if I get drawn if they get drawn into our
two
group.
options. Milan.
Wait,
They can only go into E and F, which is the groups with Atletico and Feyenoord, and then the group with Dortmund and PSG.
F for Milan.
So Milan will be drawn into.
Group. Well, wait.
Give us a group of death, please. Put them into Group F.
Give us group F.
Give us Group F.
Give us
They will be
group
drawn
F.
into
Oh my god.
Group F.
It's a group.
You talked over Abidal.
Find,
Get out. You're banned. You're kicked. You're getting kicked off the show.
Don't drop kick me like this.
You're getting drop kicked off the show. No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I don't want to get demonetized. We're gonna drop kick you.
Exactly.
All right. The team drawn next will be
Still big challenges ahead of us.
FC Salzburg.
So from
everybody Salzburg.
Austria, Salzburg. 3 groups are possible for Salzburg.
They can go into A, C, and D.
And D.
Cannot go into B.
Salzburg made the round of 16 2 seasons ago.
And they lost 8-2 on aggregate to Bayern.
Now they are.
When have I seen that scoreline before? All right. They will be drawn into
Group D.
D, along with Benfica and Inter.
Together with Benfica and Internazionale Milan.
Interesting group. Interesting group.
Interesting.
It's the most interesting Champions League.
No, so far I think PSG and Dortmund. Only Braga, Lazio, and Copenhagen.
I said that-
I hope Lazio goes into the group with PSG and Dortmund. All right, next is
SS Lazio.
Lazio.
Lots.
Lazio is drawn next. Give me Group F. Give me Group F. Oh no, wait, they can only go into Group E.
So we have to.
They can only go into Group E. Dang it.
Group E, where they find Feyenoord and Atletico Madrid.
Yep. So Feyenoord, Lazio. So Braga and Copenhagen remain.
Playing in this group.
One of them.
Last time.
All right, and drawn next is
2021.
FC Copenhagen.
FC Copenhagen.
Copenhagen also straight on the playoff matches played against Krakow Częstochowa. Copenhagen are the champions of Denmark, and they have 2 options that are currently being drawn by Erika Vidal.
Yep, and they will go into
Only Danish club having reached the knockout stage in the past. Copenhagen, and they go
E.
with Man United and
together
Bayern.
with Bayern and with Manchester United.
All right, so that's an easy 6 points.
I think everybody knows.
Okay, just to avoid jinxing, that was a joke. Okay, so next up is Braga. We already know that, but let's have Joe Cole confirm it here.
So we go now with
And up next
FC
is.
Braga.
S.
Yes.
Oh my god! I thought it was gonna be SC
The last
Braga.
group is Group
Shocking.
C.
So
we
shocking.
allocated Braga to Group C together with Napoli.
Yep, they
and
go.
Real Madrid.
Ooh, Napoli and Real Madrid, and then Braga.
Joe and Rushman, you pointed out
Never
a couple of groups,
underestimate the
after
power of
second part,
Braga.
I'm going to point out a couple as well.
Or maybe I overestimated.
Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV Eindhoven.
Oh no, wait! I just realized that I said I hope that Lazio goes into Group F. Milan was already there.
Just a few
I think the PSG, Dortmund, Milan group is so far the most interesting. So now we go into pot 4, the only pot remaining.
To find out who they will be playing, so let's take a look at the clubs in the 4th and final pot.
It will be. All right, so in pot 4 is BSC Young Boys, Swiss champions. Real Sociedad de Football,
Now, the only Spanish club not to be
Galatasaray AS,
in the top 2 pots. Oh my god, how does that go?
Celtic, Glasgow Celtic FC, Newcastle United FC,
Oh yeah, that definitely should go.
Ein FC Union Berlin,
With Brendan Aronson.
Royal Antwerp FC, RC Lens.
Most of you guys are not being able to watch this because this
A
is
really interesting part,
on
isn't it?
Paramount
The 8
Plus.
teams in pot 4, they include
Oh,
Champions League debutants Union Berlin.
That's why we are here to save the day.
As well as the 1967 winners and Scottish champions, of course.
This draw is going by.
Galatasaray is very underrated. They've got likes of Zaha. They could potentially get Ramos.
They still have.
They've got Mertens, Icardi.
Rolando, Muslera.
Yeah, Muslera. Alright, so who will be drawn next?
Will be the first drawn.
First drawn from pot 4 will be
Team is.
First thing to complete the group.
First complete group is.
Real Sociedad.
Real Sociedad.
So the Spanish complete the first group.
Sociedad has 4
So they can be drawn into A,
groups,
D. Oh wait, I didn't get to read it.
Group
Okay.
B, F, or G. Real Sociedad made the semi-final back in 1983.
They can be drawn into PSG. I want them to be drawn into PSG Dortmund AC Milan.
They will be drawn into.
Group.
You don't have to say group. They will be drawn into
Two.
Group D.
Oh, I wanted
Group
it. I wanted
D,
them to be drawn
along
into
with
Group F.
Salzburg,
If they had been drawn into Group F, I would've been-
Inter, and Benfica.
Salzburg and Real Sociedad.
That is a very interesting group.
Second group to be completed.
All right, next, next team drawn will be
Newcastle United.
Newcastle. He did the little eyebrow raise after that. That's strange.
We have 3
I'm hoping for Galatasaray or Newcastle here.
F or H. At the second group
I'm
stage
rooting on
appearance,
Newcastle and God.
In
1 years ago, was the last
Bayern
time
group.
Newcastle competed in the UEFA Champions League.
All right, they will be drawn into. Oh no, wait, they can't be drawn into our group. Never mind. They'll be drawn into.
Let's see. Where they will go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What a group!
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's not even like a perfect group.
Milan, PSG,
It's not like
and
anyone flipping Paris
yeah,
either.
Dortmund and Newcastle.
We have
What is that?
The entire world.
What even is that? All right, the team
What
that will
is
be
that?
drawn next is
Galatasaray.
now
Galatasaray.
the
That's
Turkish
kind
champions of
The Turkish champions.
we can draw Galatasaray in any of the 6
A.
remaining groups, A, B, C, E.
I hope they go in the Group A. I really want
Galatasaray
to
is
see
the Turkish club.
Bayern play
You know
against.
what? I want to see them in our group.
They did it with the
Come into our group.
and the Super Cup.
You definitely won't get group.
State of Champions League, it was 19,
In Real's group.
2019.
You definitely won't get grouped if you come into our group, Galatasaray. They're gonna sneak.
All right, Galatasaray is drawn into.
Group A.
Yes.
Is the group of Galatasaray together with the
Oh,
Bayern,
the one
Manchester
we
United, and FC Copenhagen.
I apologize to all headphone users.
Also, I apologize to all Galatasaray fans.
Yeah, they get. All right, team drawn next
They're like
is
Union Berlin.
Union Berlin.
Come into our
Actually,
group. Sneak in.
Galatasaray could potentially get in the Europa League. They've got Copenhagen in the group. It's Bayern, Man United, Copenhagen, and
Boy,
Galatasaray.
getting grouped is very
So,
good. Like, getting grouped-
Union Berlin will go into.
Germany has more than any other nation.
Group C.
Group C alongside Braga, Napoli, Real Madrid.
Braga and Union Berlin.
Yeah, they might be a little, not getting to the next
last noble
round of the Champions League.
we
And,
had.
yep, the next team drawn is
Young Boys.
from C.
Young boys, Swiss champions, Group E, Group G, or Group H. are possible for young boys who made the semi-final back in 1959.
All right. Young boys will be drawn into...
Was a group of young boys.
Group G.
Group G.
For eBay, Manchester City, Leipzig, Crvena Zvezda,
insane.
and young boys.
Yeah, they're kind of only getting a maximum of 6 points. The Red Star and Young Boys. And then Celtic, Antwerp, and Lyon remain, and draw next is.
See Lens, and for Lens we don't have alternatives. Only
So they are automatically drawn into Group B.
together with Sevilla, Arsenal, and PSV Eindhoven.
That's a very interesting group there.
Teams, please. Tell us which is the first one.
Which means the
Group E,
final
and Group H are waiting.
team drawn.
All right, we've got Celtic and Antwerp remaining.
Celtic.
So,
It will be
first
Celtic.
is
Oh, that's
Celtic,
the second time.
so we have to draw.
That's the second year in a row
So-
we've had
all right, E and H. They will be drawn into. They could be drawn into. Celtic is drawn into.
Celtic will join
Group E.
Group E.
Group E.
Together with Feyenoord, with
Funny enough,
Atletico
before the group draw
Madrid,
happened, I thought it was
with,
basically over.
last
So I said they were drawn into a group with us.
last name,
And then they ended up getting drawn into the other group.
correctly. The last name is
The final team is
Royal Antwerp.
the name of a debutant
Royal
member state,
Antwerp.
Royal Antwerp FC, champions of Belgium. They join Group H, where they find
H?
Barcelona, FC Porto, and FC.
All right, so next up we will see
This is all for the group stage of this.
where they're
Yes,
drawn.
indeed, the 32 clubs have been drawn. A lot of excitement throughout. I could hear the reactions here in the room, I'm sure, on social
Group
media.
F is going to be the best of them all.
Sharing around
Just
some of the anticipations
watch.
of these great games. Let's take a look at the group stage.
What a group that will be.
In alphabetical order, starting with Group A, we'll have Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen, and Galatasaray. In B, it's Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV Eindhoven, and Lens. In Group C, we have Napoli, Real Madrid, Sporting Club Braga, and Union Berlin. And in D, it's Benfica, Internazionale Milano, Salzburg, and Real Sociedad.
Yeah, in Group E, it's Feyenoord, Club Atletico de Madrid, Lazio, and Celtic. If you're a traveling fan, you're really going to enjoy yourself in Group F because there are some iconic
Group
arenas
F
in
is
Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain,
A
Borussia
very
Dortmund,
close one here.
AC Milan,
That's
and
gonna be
Newcastle United.
very fun
G,
group.
It's Manchester City, the champions, Leipzig, Crvena Zvezda, and Young Boys. And in Group
Why do
H,
Man City just get the easiest possible groups
Yes,
every single year?
There you have it.
debut for them.
Yeah, that's the lineup. Of course, we'd love to thank our special guests, Eric Abidal and Joe Cole, for your skillful handling of proceedings, and of course, Giorgio Marchetti and Lucas Hedgestup as well. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, Rashid, of course, the draw may be done, but this award ceremony is far from over because now we're going to turn our attention to honoring some of the biggest stars in European football, past and present.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't even make fun of a group for being a Europa League
Or
group.
manager whose outstanding achievements both on and off the field have contributed to the success and development.
I wanted to make fun of a group
Joining
for
us
bit
this
looking
evening
like
to
a
present the
Europa
award
League
is
group.
the UEFA president himself, Alexander Chaperon.
Oh boy.
UEFA.
Alright, Alexander Chefrin, the money man himself. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Alright, please,
This is always a
Alexander Chefrin, do not sue me.
As Rashid mentioned, this award is
The
about so
amount of
much
times
more than
you
the
said
goals you
that.
score or the trophies you win, right? It's about the power
Don't
football
sue
has
me.
to inspire people around the world. And you know a lot about this because you've traveled around the world participating in social responsibility projects, many of them around the UEFA Foundation for Children. So how important is it for football to set a good example?
Sponsor
I mean,
myself.
football is so powerful that
Today I found a way to sponsor myself,
whatever
man.
happens in football, good or bad, is big. And UEFA's Foundation for Children did a lot of fantastic projects all around the world.
Children.
We're proud of it.
Children.
This award is not just football award.
Yeah.
You have to be more than just a top football player.
Yeah, and that's actually on that note. UEFA announced earlier in this week that the winner of the President's Award this year is the German footballing legend Miroslav Klose. For so many reasons, like you say, on and off the field. Why specifically did you go for him?
I mean, we all know that Miroslav was a fantastic player, one of the best scorers of all times in any competition. But many don't know that he's a role model of fair play. I don't see many young players now that they say to the referee when they award them a penalty, it's not a penalty. I don't see many players scoring with their hands. Okay, we have VAR, but
they didn't then.
saying it was not like that. So I admire Miroslav, and that's why he's the one.
All right, well, he'll be joining us on stage in just a moment. Let's first take a quick look back.
Miroslav Klose will be coming on stage. So it's Miroslav Klose here. What a player he is. All-time top scorer of the World Cup with 16, 258 career club goals. Machine. Absolute machine. World Cup winner as well. FIFA World Cup record goal scorer. He scores so many headers, but despite being only 6 feet tall. World Cup winner, FIFA World Cup winner 2014. So UEFA President's Award 2023 goes to Miroslav Klose. Legend. Absolute legend.
Welcome to the stage. You can give him another round of applause. The winner of the 2023 UEFA President's Award, Miroslav Klose.
It's Miroslav Klose here.
There we go. We got the lineup. Miroslav, great to have you here. Congratulations, first of all, on this award. We know you scored so many goals throughout your career, but like the president was saying, it was about 2 moments specifically that really set an amazing example for fair play. One, when you were playing with Lazio against Napoli, a cross comes in, the ball hits your hand, goes in the net. This is before VAR, of course. Goal is awarded, but you said shouldn't count. What was going on in your mind throughout that process?
Es war eigentlich ganz einfach, weil ich glaube, es war ein Eckball und 2 Spieler sind vor mir hochgesprungen und ich wollte den nicht ins Gesicht kriegen und habe mich nur geschützt und dann bekomme ich ihn an die Hand und
They'll probably
im
translate
ersten
it.
Moment wusste ich nicht, wie es passiert ist und meine ganzen Teamkameraden kamen zu mir und wollten das Tor bejubeln, aber dann kam auch Napoli-Spieler und hat gesagt, du, irgendwas war da falsch. Und dann habe ich es wahrgenommen, dass ich es mit der Hand gespielt habe und bis ich zu dem Schiedsrichter durchgedrungen bin, war es lange, aber dann habe ich gesagt, ich habe ihn mit der Hand gespielt und deswegen war es
Only our
für mich,
German fans will understand this.
Yeah.
What did your teammates and fans actually say to you after the game, Miroslav, when you actually took that decision to tell the referee that look, this goal is not going to count? What was the reaction, the post-match reaction?
Ja, es war nicht einfach. Die Spieler haben natürlich gesagt, es war 0-0 damals. Es wäre gut, wenn wir 1-0 in Führung gehen.
I don't
Und
think any of us
Punkte etc.
understand this.
Aber für mich ist es unheimlich wichtig,
Yeah, I
mit
think
einem
we're
guten
gonna have
Beispiel
to translate
voranzugehen.
this.
Und ich weiß, wie viele junge Spieler, junge Fußballer, junge und Mädchen uns nacheifern. Und für mich ist das wichtiger wie Wörter, wenn man Taten sprechen lassen kann, weil das bleibt mir hängen.
Amazing. And there was another case of fair play with a penalty where you were involved, an incident where you turned it down, and I think we can see that now here on stage as well. How important is it, Miroslav, that footballers are an example when it comes to setting the standards of fair play? Because you're watched and followed by so many people around the world.
Ja, man, das war eine Aktion mit Bremen und das war noch, ich glaube, 2005. Und das war für mich ja das erste Beispiel, aber das ist das, was ich halt innen spüre. Und deswegen bin ich so glücklich und zufrieden und Ruhe in mir selbst, weil ich weiß, dass viele Kinder vorm Fernseher sitzen und mit solchen Beispielen und überall, wo ich auf der Welt rumreise, kriege ich dieses Feedback. Sie erinnern sich an diese Fairplay-Sachen und das ist mir...
I kind of understand it, like a little bit of it. I get the gist of what he's saying.
Amazing to say that.
It's great to be so honest, Miroslav. And look, you had such a stellar career, top goal scorer in the World Cup finals. That record is still holding to this day. All-time goal scorer for the German men's national team as well. And of course, you won the World Cup. It just proves that honesty and integrity can lead to that level of success. So congratulations on your award today.
Thank you very much, Miroslav. Ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA President's Award winner 2023, Miroslav Klose.
Yep. Legend. Legend. Oh, it's glitching out a little bit here. Legend. Legend.
Refreshing vibe, isn't it?
Well,
Really nice to hear.
sorry to headphones
Congratulations
users.
once again, Miroslav. Now the president will stay with us next.
Hello, headphone users.
Composed of national and club coaches whose teams participate in
Hello.
competitions.
Hello, headphone users.
Selected by the European
Hello. Hello. Coaches Awards.
Who the winner is of the UEFA Men's Coach of the
Hopefully
Year.
Ancelotti wins one.
UEFA
It's
Men's
gotta be
Coach of the
Nagelsmann,
Year
bro.
is Pep Guardiola.
Of course. Of course. Bro. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I mean,
Pep.
okay.
Pep, am I right?
Nagelsmann, man. Look, I know it's kind of strange to give Coach of the Year award to someone that got sacked midway through the season, but you know, Oliver Kahn is not the smartest. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay. So yeah, Men's Coach of the Year 2022-23 is Pep Guardiola.
Congratulations to him, the 2022-23 UEFA Men's Coach of the Year. Now, unfortunately, Pep
You know
can't
what?
be with us today.
I'll
He's
agree
still
with-
recuperating from his recent surgery. Pep will see you soon. We wish you all the best and a speedy recovery.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so many Man City players are getting injured that even Pep has gotten injured now.
Coach of the Year.
Exactly.
President, if you could please reveal the name of the winner.
Remember when Klopp got injured
The
while
winner of
celebrating against Tottenham?
UEFA Women's Coach of the Year is Sarina Bigman.
Serena Wiegman. I think that's the Spanish. No, English manager.
Huh?
Okay, well, I don't think the Spanish manager should get it, but the Spanish team, the Spanish women's team itself deserves a shout out here. They didn't have some of their best players.
Joined us early.
They didn't like their manager. They didn't like the federation. There were issues with the federation and the manager, and yet they still somehow managed to win the Women's World Cup. So yeah.
Can we just talk about how?
Yes, Serena Wiegman.
Serena, congratulations.
Can we just talk about how
We feel a lot of love for you in
Pep
this room.
won a
lot of
trophy
excitement
while
for
not
you in
even
this
being
award.
there?
We know you came up just short at the World Cup, but you did go into that tournament as European champion. Amazing run of results over the last 2 years, 2 major international finals in as many years. Tell us about this incredible run and how proud you are of this team.
Yeah, of course, I'm very proud of the team, the staff, and I think, it's very special what we've done.
Oh, that's not
It's
what I meant
all
to do.
Deserved.
quality, players quality, staff quality.
I'd actually say deserved.
Resources
Because
and give us all
Yeah,
the
deserved,
support
in my opinion.
World
It is.
Cup final.
It is.
connections and
and finalissima winners.
Yeah, and I wouldn't give it to the Spanish manager.
Seeing
He
you
sucks.
progress in the World Cup, we saw you having to tinker with your team. And
He's a terrible person as well.
Substitution because of injury.
Oh wait, are you talking about the Spanish FA?
It was just brilliant to see how the team
No,
grew in the
but-
competition, but you also made history
He's
this
also
year
there.
with England winning
For legal
the
reasons, that's a
Finalissima.
joke.
But your record as England manager is quite
For
incredible.
legal reasons, it's a joke, but come on.
30 wins.
Seriously, he is. Just
What do you
be honest with yourself. He's a terrible person.
special sort of
But
formula that makes this all
just
work?
like Mason Greenwood, or no, the English winger that we do not speak of.
I'm just trying to become better every day with the team, and what I just said is quality.
What-
The English winger we do not speak of, okay?
A great
The
staff,
wood
and
of
facilities.
the
I'm
green
just trying
of the
to
wood.
become better every day, and of course there's a lot of work in that, and how we want to play, how we want to train, how we train.
Even Man United fans hate it.
Why does Man City get the easiest of groups? It's just every single year.
And then give clarity about rules
And then they get Leipzig.
that really worked so far.
I did want to pick up on what you said now.
Still an easy group. Leipzig, Red Star, and
The inspiration
I believe it
And
was
then
Young Boys.
PSG
Young Boys, right?
career you played.
I think it was Young Boys.
European
And then
teacher,
PSG get a hard one.
coach, and then two-time European champion.
Yeah, I think
When
it
you
was.
look back, do you realize the impact that you've
Yeah, I remember you.
in women's
Yes.
football and
H
what that means
is
to you
the last one.
Yeah, it means so much to me.
Chat contains
Yeah, the
Barca,
every
Porto.
record was broken, and I'm the lucky one who played the World Cup in '88 as a player. That was unofficial at that time, and I thought, wow, that would be really great if we could.
Barca,
if we could do
Porto,
that more, but as a player, I never
Shakhtar,
did, and now I'm, of course,
and
in the
Antwerp.
World Cup with England. And the growth of the game, the things that have changed from then till now is just incredible. And I just really enjoy being part of it and have a little contribution.
It's a huge contribution, Serena, and it is the reason why you're here. You're the UEFA Women's Coach of the Year. Massive congratulations to you. Thank you for joining us here in Monaco this evening. Of course you can.
Thank you. Well, first of all, thanks everyone for voting.
Oh, hello.
Especially, of course, colleagues. It's
Hello.
really special. I'm very honored.
Hello, viewer.
Also, thanks to everyone who's involved
Say
in the
please.
finances.
No.
The team, the incredible team, players and staff,
Okay, then.
and support from the FA.
You could have
But it
speak
also
to us
feels
live.
we all know,
Spoken to us, yeah. You could have spoken to us. We would have given you a shout out.
You wanted
If
it.
you had posted something in the chat, I'll give you a shout out, given how small this channel is.
So much, but there's also still a long way to go in women's football and in society. And I would like to dedicate this award to the Spanish team, the team that played on the World Cup such great football that everyone enjoys.
Absolute Sigma moment there. Absolute Sigma moment. That was a joke, man. Please, we'll give you a shout out. Just type something in the chat.
Hello.
Please, type something in the chat, please. I'm begging you. Please. Please, please, please. He's actually staying.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our last two awards. First up, it's the UEFA Women's Player of the Year. Here are the top three nominees.
UEFA win. Alright, it's Bonmati, Aitana Bonmati of Spain, in Barcelona. Oh, you left. Okay.
Yeah, I hate this.
Olga Carmona.
Go. Get in there.
Sam Kerr
Real, Chelsea, and
for
Barca.
Chelsea. And then nationality Spain and Australia. So. And then. Oh yeah, I forgot there was only 3 nominations. I'm not the smartest person alive.
Real, Chelsea, and Barca. Come on, Real. I don't really.
UEFA Women's Player of the Year 2022-23 is.
The Women's
Oh, no,
Player
wait.
of the Year is Aitana Bonmati.
It hurts to clap, man. It hurts to clap.
He's clapping for a Barcelona player, that's why.
It hurts to clap, man. Oh, this hurts. Finally.
Congratulations to Aitana. And we'll
He's giving applause to
please Aitana. There we go.
a Barcelona player.
We will be talking to you
It feels painful.
Before we do, it's time to
Considering that there was a Real Madrid player in there.
Yeah. Who scored the winning goal in the Women's World Cup final as well. Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Of Belgium and Man City.
De Bruyne.
I think, okay. The World Cup is still going to play a massive factor into this.
Which is why Holland
Yep.
is taking.
Erling Haaland of
Speaking
Norway.
of the World Cup. Speaking of
and
the World Cup.
Man
Speaking
City.
of the World Cup. Speaking of the World Cup. Yeah, he wasn't even in it.
Yeah, and then De Bruyne went out in the groups. So,
And then you have.
yeah, they're at a massive disadvantage World
Haaland.
Cup-wise, but club-wise, it's this third one, Lionel Messi, that's at a disadvantage.
But still, he's at a huge advantage
Yes.
from the World Cup.
Of Argentina and PSG, and now Inter Miami.
Inter Miami. Man of the match in the final, which I don't think he deserved.
Yeah, I think Mbappe deserved it, but still. De Bruyne, Haaland, Messi, who will
Probably gonna be
win
Haaland
it?
because it's a vote.
Because it's a public vote, it's probably going to end up being Haaland.
It's
but
between Haaland and Messi.
I think it's
going
going
to
to be Messi. But wait.
of the year is Erling Haaland.
Yep,
I knew
Erling
it.
Haaland, of course.
I knew it was gonna happen, man.
Well, I mean, they also factor UEFA more into it than the World Cup, but because it's UEFA factored mostly into it, I think the Ballon d'Or is still Messi's the favorite.
It's tough.
Because for the Ballon d'Or, it's majority the World Cup is what they focus on. But for UEFA Player of the Year, they consider the World Cup much, much less.
But it's talking about not just the Champions League, which most people say.
Yes.
It's also talking about.
They factor all competitions in, but unlike the Ballon d'Or, they don't put a massive
Focus on the World Cup. 'Cause they
focus on it.
more on what happens in Europe.
If Holland starts speaking Norwegian, I am going to throw something.
Después de los éxitos que venimos celebrando esta última temporada. Es una temporada que nunca olvidaré y me gustaría compartir este premio con todas mis compañeras porque sin ellas no estaría aquí a día de hoy.
I feel in pain looking at this.
Con gente maravillosa, con gente espectacular que me hace mejor cada día. Así
At least
como también
a former Barcelona player. At least it wasn't two Barcelona
con el que juego, ¿no?
Holland is also heavily linked with Barcelona. For the future. Yo, give some for the
meses era increíble para ti. El mundial es historia por el equipo nacional de España.
I call one.
Ganaste, no sé
Just
cómo
give
se
me-
dice en español, Golden Ball. También.
I am punching you.
También, el Champions también y jugador de la temporada en la Champions y la Liga también en España. Y tú tienes esos trofeos como
Did she
con
just
tu
start
equipo
speaking
y
Spanish?
individual también. ¿Cómo lo haces? ¿Cómo tú mantienes tu nivel en dos maneras?
Bien, siempre me gusta decir que soy una persona y jugadora a la vez muy ambiciosa, muy inconformista, siempre quiero más y creo que esto es algo que me define muy bien y que me ha hecho llegar hasta aquí, ¿no? También tengo la suerte, como he dicho antes, de jugar en un club espectacular que me da oportunidades.
I'm just gonna say
que me
something
da
right
la
now.
oportunidad de jugar con las mejores jugadoras del
I
mundo.
do not understand a word she is saying.
Por lo tanto, soy una
At least with Miroslav Klose, I got the gist of it, but yeah, I do not understand anything she's saying right now.
You know what?
detalle por su parte porque
While we're at this live stream waiting for the moment that we can finally understand something.
de ganar el mundial
New sponsor. I'm sponsoring myself
han pasado cosas
on this channel.
Not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored. I am not being paid money. He is not being paid money.
I'm I just came up with a great idea. It's called baller balls. So basically, it's soccer players. It's like country balls, but soccer players. Instead
If
of
Holland
countries.
starts speaking Norwegian, I am going to throw Connor across. I'm going to throw Connor Tube across the room.
Exactly, though. I'll throw you across the room.
No.
I'll throw you across the room, man. This is my live stream now.
Congratulations, first of all. Second individual award in a
Oh
week.
my God, we already
Your first season at Manchester City.
richly deserved, man.
Wanted more, right?
One football. What are you thinking? Hashtag not sponsored.
Won so much already. How are you feeling right now? How's it?
Richly deserved.
No, you don't have to say hashtag not sponsored because you're hosting.
I feel good.
Oh, I really wanted to yeet you across the room. But
For a second.
Yeah, I'm kind of living the dream. This was my dream when I was young. So to be able to do this together with my teammates is something special, of course.
Holland's like words.
I'm working to achieve.
And funny enough, he was born in Leeds.
The trophy that just stood there, and of course these also really nice. So,
Why are you attacking me?
It's free motivation, and I'm so happy.
The fact that you're so motivated is quite scary for opposition defences. And all of last season, every single game we covered of Manchester City, the question was, how do you stop Erling Haaland? I mean, 52 goals is incredible.
Antonio Rudiger did it.
How do you stop Erling Haaland? You're going to tell us?
Acerbi did it.
Hey, you shouldn't ask me this. You should
Oh,
ask
don't
someone
ask me
else.
that. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you. I knew you wouldn't be going to tell me anyway. So the question is, how do you keep that level up next season? Because you're going to want the same. You're going to want more. Can you do it?
Yeah, and the defenders are going to be more used to him though.
But I mean, as I said, it's motivation.
No, Rudiger's already used to him.
Yeah, Rudiger. He's been. I'm surprised he even showed up.
I think even more
Like,
eyes will be on
He's
It's really nice of Rudiger and Acerbi to let him out of their pockets so he can accept this award.
Exactly,
It's
though.
really nice of them. So, hats off to Antonio Rudiger and Acerbi. I can't remember his first name.
I'm ready to try. I'm ready to do my best to
I literally don't remember. I think it's
great
maybe
season.
his first
You know, you're surrounded by
Acerbi is not his first name.
bigger, strong influences in the dressing room as well. I
If
mean,
you
you
said
saw
that in
after
the
the first game of the season, Pep, I mean, he's not afraid to defend himself, but he was going on at you. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Your dad's here as well. We see him.
Francesco Acerbi.
Who are you more scared of, your dad or Pep?
Good question. Sometimes Pep is a bit scary, I have to say. But again, my father also can be a bit scary. But anyways, this is something I like. I like when Pep shouts at me because he tries to get something in my brain that he don't think I have. So I like it. So I'm not complaining at all. He just wants to make me a better footballer. So I'm not complaining at all. And my father and me, we argue a lot. We have a lot of good moments together. So I'm not complaining there either.
It's all in the right direction.
Very honest answer. Love that. Altana, una rápida finalmente para ti. ¿Es posible ganar la Champions otra vez?
Hombre, claro. Y lucharemos para ello.
Muy bien. Congratulations. Fantastic to have so much talent here on stage with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Huge congratulations to you both. You've had so much success last season. I wish you all the best in the campaign going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA Women's and Men's Players of the Year, Aitana Bonmati and Erling Haaland.
Erling Braut Haaland.
Yeah,
UEFA Men's Player of the
just
Year.
yet, guys, because we are at the end of tonight's show. We want to keep you here because everyone wants to see you up here with your wonderful trophies. It's
Honestly,
such a
to be
lovely
honest, I
thank
think
you
it's
to
actually
you,
De Bruyne that
to
deserves it.
Alexander Cheferin, and to everyone's here, all our special guests.
I think De Bruyne deserves it more than Haaland does.
De Bruyne was in the bro. De Bruyne was in the hospital pocket.
All of the clubs participating
True.
in this
True.
season's competition. The very best.
Very nice that
Absolutely.
the hospital let him.
Myself and
The
everyone
hospital
on stage, to everyone here in Monaco, and everyone watching all over the world as well. Thank you so much for
Bro
joining
was
us.
in the
And good night.
Good night.
Bro
Thank
can't
you.
even stay fit for a single Champions League final. And you expect him to stay fit for
So, that is it for live. That is not it for the live stream. Our live stream continues, but that's it for the draw and the award ceremony. So now, the fun part.
What?
We get to predict the groups of the Champions League.
Okay, man. Say goodbye to the UCL Draw. Yeah, it's over.
All right, Group A: Bayern, Man United, FC Copenhagen, and Galatasaray.
Let me get in a better position.
What do
and
you
the
think?
UEFA UCL Draw reaction is live.
Yeah. So, what do
Don't leave it
you
if you-
think? How do you think this group is gonna turn out, Jonathan?
Group A,
Start from fourth. We're gonna go up.
I think it's going to be Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Man United, Bayern.
Same here. I'm going for Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Man United, and Bayern. Group
So-
B, which is Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and Lyon.
What do you have?
I'm going for we're still going from fourth to first. Fourth, I've gone for Lyon. Who have you gone for fourth?
I'm going to go for... I actually have to say PSV Eindhoven.
Ooh, that's interesting. That is
Almost
really
almost
interesting.
Ligue 1 champions.
Yeah, yeah. But
Just
PSV,
missed out.
PSV as
And it's
well.
actually a good thing that they missed out on the title because let's just go down to Group F is pretty hard.
PSV. I'm saying they finished third. Or no, wait. Sevilla's in this group. Sevilla finished third.
I'm saying
I genuinely think that Sevilla are gonna finish third. Like they've
Sevilla
lost Bono.
third.
They've lost Bono. They've lost Montiel. They might even lose in the series. Which I mean, yeah, they have the likes of Rakitic.
it's not looking
Fernando,
good for
Acuna.
whoever wants to sign them right now, unless it's Saudi.
Arabia.
Because look at the
But yeah, I genuinely
there's
think
still 2 leagues left.
I genuinely think Sevilla will finish third.
The transfer window is slamming shut soon,
Yeah,
except for Saudi.
Arabia. Stop just saying
Saudi Arabia.
All right, you're supposed to be predicting kind of.
Sevilla third.
It's strange that you have Lyon over Sevilla, given that Lyon also lost 2 of their best players. But I mean, they have gotten Ulai Wahi, promising talent from Montpellier. But then again, they've lost Luis Openda to, and they've also lost Seko Fofana, who's their captain as well, I believe.
To understand.
So, I'm going for PSV second. I really think that they have a good project going.
I think it's gonna be long.
Like, they've got the likes of Luke de Jong, Ricardo Pepi, Serginho Dest. They've got a lot of quality. If PSG or Bayern don't snatch them up first, they've got
funnest
Ibrahim
part-
Sangare. They've got the likes of,
Should not go on an entire rant
you know,
about this.
they've got Noah Lang as well. And Luke de Jong at PSV has been amazing. So, I've gone for PSV
I still
second.
think they're gonna finish last. I said long. It's not even a question who finishes first. Arsenal.
Yeah. Arsenal,
Aaron Ramsdale, Bukayo Saka.
the quality they
Saliba,
possess is massive.
as I
Like
said,
David Raya, Ramsdale. They've got an amazing manager in Mikel Arteta. They've got players like Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz,
Declan Rice,
Declan Rice,
Zinchenko,
Alexander Zinchenko,
Tierney,
Bukayo Saka.
who's not gonna.
No,
win.
Kieran Tierney's at Real Sociedad.
So,
Timber, once he recovers from his injury.
and
Like, they've got a lot of quality in the squad. So,
Robert Holdini.
yeah, don't remind Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Don't remind Arsenal fans of his existence.
They'll unsubscribe
So, yeah.
to us.
I think Arsenal are going to win this
Maxwell,
group.
this wasn't targeted towards you.
I think they might drop a couple points, but I think they're still going to finish first.
So
but it'll be
C-
interesting to see the battle between PSV, Sevilla, and Lyon.
So C, Group C, is next.
Group C: Napoli,
Napoli.
Real Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. Who
So
are you
let
having finished last?
Braga.
Yeah, Braga. I think out of all of these, Braga doesn't have enough quality, but I think Braga's an underrated side. They topped Sporting CP. Sporting Club Portugal.
One of the best teams in history
Yeah,
of Portugal.
One of the third best team in Portugal. Braga topped them to get into that Champions League qualifier spot. They managed to get through the Champions League qualifiers. So, but unfortunately, I don't think they will survive this group. I think they will go out last, but they will get some points, maybe some points off the big boys, but I don't see it happening realistically. All right, third place, Europa League spot. I've gone for
Union
Berlin. They've got an amazing squad. Robin Gosens. They've got Kevin Volland.
Brendan Aronson.
Yes.
One of the most underrated players.
Very underrated. They got a very underrated squad. But I don't think it's anywhere close to the levels of Napoli and Real Madrid. So, yeah.
It's going to be
second. Who are you going for second?
I have Napoli.
I have also gone for Napoli. I think Napoli are a very exciting side, but given that given that they've also lost their best defender in Kim and Jae to Bayern, this is going to be.
They have Kvaratskhelia, though.
Yeah, they do have Kvaratskhelia, also known as the commentator's nightmare. They've got Victor Osimhen, who's one of the most informed strikers in the world.
And who else is there?
They've got Piotr Zielinski, very
Irving
underrated.
Lozano.
Alex Merritt. Irving Lozano is about to go to PSV on loan.
But they do have
Giovanni Lorenzo, I believe.
Yeah.
Is their captain?
Mauro Rui.
Di Lorenzo, not Lorenzo. But yeah, they do still have quality left in their squad. Mario Rui. I think they still have quality left in their squad, but I don't think it's enough to top
the hit of Kim and Jae
Real Madrid. But Real Madrid do now have Kepa in goal, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be a little worried about that.
Don't worry, we have Camavinga. Camavinga. Come on.
Yeah. With Camavinga, you should just clone Camavinga and you should just have your entire team be Camavingas.
Exactly.
11 Camavingas and then 7 Camavingas on the bench.
11 Camavingas and 10 Camavingas and 1 Bellingham because he's the only one who can score goals for us, apparently. Basically.
Yeah, Vinny is out until September.
So we don't worry.
Well, he's only out for a couple weeks now, but
don't worry. We have Camavinga.
Eder Militao and Courtois are out for the entire season.
Don't worry, we have Camavinga. Ancelotti stated that Camavinga can play center back. It's not a joke.
But yeah, I think Real Madrid will win Group C. Group D, which is Benfica, Inter, RB Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. Last place.
Do you have a chemistry problem?
Last place, I'm going for RB Salzburg. Salzburg have just lost Benjamin Šeško. It's going to be very hard to replace Šeško.
But still, we don't worry. We have Lunin. Don't worry.
Salzburg does not have Andre Lunin.
No,
he's still talking about Real Madrid for some reason. We're on the Group D.
Remember?
Last place, RB Salzburg. Who are you going for?
Group D.
Yeah,
I am going with RB Salzburg.
Yeah. All right. Third, I've gone for Real Sociedad.
I have Benfica.
What? Anyways, Real Sociedad have also lost David Silva.
But
has retired.
But they've also gained.
They've got Kieran Tierney, though, but still.
That's why. I really rate Real Sociedad.
Yeah, I think Real Sociedad. I think you're overrating them. Yeah, Real Sociedad third. He's going for Benfica third for some reason. All right, second place. I'm going for Benfica.
Real Sociedad.
Benfica may have lost Gonzalo Ramos, but they have Angel Di Maria. They've still got Rafa Mir. They've got Vlacho Demos. He's an amazing keeper. They've got a lot of good players. So I think they'll still be able to finish second. They've got a good manager too. So, yeah, I think they finish second. And then, of course, that leaves Inter Milan at the top with Simeone Inzaghi, who, personally, I think he was better. I think he was a better manager than Pep. Like, I don't think Pep would have gone to the Champions League final with Inter last season. And I think if Inzaghi had the Man City team, he would have done what Man City did last season. I think
Pep
he still
is a
would have
fraud.
won. I think, yeah.
That one City fan that wanted to watch us.
Yeah, I think Simeone Inzaghi honestly deserved Manager of the Year.
Yeah.
More than Pep, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. They've also got a lot of quality in Lautaro Martinez, Marcus Thuram, Alexis Sanchez is still kind of decent.
I'll fall asleep, bro. Who do they have playing in goal? Jan Zomer?
Jan Zomer. And then no backup option. No good backup option.
Smir Handanovic.
Handanovic is a free agent.
Oh, yeah. Who the heck is their backup option? They just deleted all their keepers, man. Why did they even sell Onana for that cheap?
I have no clue. But anyways, and then they of course have Alessandro Bastoni, Benjamin Pavard, Denzel Dumfries, DiMarco. You know, and they no longer have Lukaku on the books, so
We don't have to worry about him.
yeah.
Well, at least Roma don't have DeMarco, so they don't have this moment. Europa League final, and it's DeMarco. No, DeMarco.
Oh, Lukaku's blocked it. Anyways, now we're in the bottom half. Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and Celtic in Group E.
Oh, that shit cool.
Who you going for?
Last place, I have Celtic.
Yes, obviously. Last place Celtic.
It's not obvious.
They've got Brendan Rodgers, but that's really all they have. They lost Jota to Al Ittihad. And they were already miles behind the other three. So, yeah, Celtic. I don't think they're going to scrape a single point off.
No, I think they could.
Um,
At home against
third place.
Has to be Feyenoord, man. Has to be Feyenoord.
Yeah, Feyenoord for me.
It's not even close until you get to the top two, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think this is a very simple group to predict.
Knowing Atletico Madrid last time they got a pretty easy group, they finished last.
Yeah, second place I'm going for Lazio. Like, sure they have
I have Atletico
a very
Madrid.
underrated striker in Ciro Immobile, but they've also just lost Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, who was one of the best midfielders in Serie A last season.
I have it being Atletico de Madrid.
That's really gonna hurt Lazio's.
But I feel like Atletico de Madrid don't really have some good European runs. Like last year, they
The fact that they made it to the final twice,
Carson. Recently.
Semifinals in 2017.
Recently.
Quarterfinals in 2020. They're consistent. They are consistent. All you're thinking of is just last season where they got grouped. That is
in a really easy group.
Yes. That is a standout.
It's an absolute L.
It's a standout.
It's
okay?
an L. I feel like
it's a standout that it's just one bad performance. It doesn't mean they are bad in Europe. They're very consistent in Europe. So I think they will finish first in the group. Especially that they've got now in form Antoine Griezmann. Which, I mean, yeah, a striking duo of Memphis Depay and Alvaro Morata is not necessarily the most ideal thing ever. But Depay showed his class for the Netherlands at the World Cup. Morata...
didn't show his class.
He kind of did. I think as long as Morata keeps himself on side...
Exactly.
As long as Morata keeps himself on side, I think he'll be fine.
Keeping Morata outside is like trying to find a needle in the haystack. It's not like
yeah.
one haystack.
There's also
It's not
the
like
likes
one
of Cesar Azpilicueta.
The entire farm field.
Of course, Savic, Stefan Savic. Midfielders like Rodrigo De Paul, Koke. Got potentially, they've got Nahuel Molina, Yannick Carrasco. They've got a good squad. And I think they can win the group. Simply because of the loss of Milinkovic-Savic. If Milinkovic-Savic was still at Lazio, I would have said Lazio first. But losing him for that cheap is a massive L for Lazio. Well, I mean, Lazio do have an L in their name, but that's besides the point. Group F, which is going to be the hardest to predict.
Yeah, it's not looking good for us.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
It's not looking good, man.
Fourth, I'm going to go with Newcastle. All right, hear me out. I think they're going to be entirely focused on the league. I don't think they're going to care about Europe, and I think they're going to drop out early, especially now that they've got Man City in round 3 of the Carabao Cup. I think they're going to just abandon other competitions and just focus everything into the Premier League. So I'm going to say Newcastle last, which, by the way, who is making their schedule? Whoever's making Newcastle's schedule just hates them. Like, their first 3 matches are Aston Villa in the Premier League. Aston Villa,
which Villa's
Man City away, and Liverpool. And then they've got Brighton, which is not necessarily the hardest of matches, but it's still not as easy as you might think. And then, of course, they get Man City in the first round of the Carabao Cup that they're in. So, yeah, and then, of course, they get this monster group.
What is wrong with them?
If there's one group which I have to predict that I'm going to get the worst predictions for, this is the one. This can go either way. This can finish. I'd be, if this finished just the complete opposite way around, I would not be surprised.
Except for Newcastle, Bob.
So yeah, who are you going for in last place?
I'm gonna say Dortmund.
Okay.
I feel like Dortmund are gonna put everything in the league.
Yeah, that's a good point there. I'm going to say third place, Borussia Dortmund.
Third place, Newcastle.
Yeah, just... Yeah.
And then I have PSG.
Second, I've gone for Milan. Mbappe is the X factor in this group. Simply because, okay, given that Mbappe's on PSG, X factors don't always make a difference, but when it's this narrow, it is going to make a difference. So I think Mbappe is going to be the difference. So PSG top of the group, Milan finished second. But watch out for Pulisic. He's already scored in his first 2 Serie A matches and gotten man of the match in his debut Serie A game. So,
And scored against Real Madrid in a friendly.
Yeah, he scored assisted against Real Madrid.
In his debut.
In a friendly. So, yeah.
So,
all right,
I
Group
have PSG
G,
second, and I have
which is
AC first.
Man City, and then who cares? In Man City's perspective, it's just Group G is Man City, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points. I'm gonna say bottom.
Maybe not.
I'm actually gonna say, this is a flip of a coin between Red Star and Young Boys.
I think it's gonna be.
I'm gonna say it's Young Boys last.
I'm gonna say Young Boys too.
Europa League, I'm gonna say Crvena Zvezda.
Yeah.
Also known as Red Star Belgrade. Second is Leipzig, and I think that Man City are going to go 6 for 6 in this group.
Or maybe like 5.
Man City are going to make this group look like a piece of cake.
Well, if they got.
They
this
are
group
going
and
to
there's
eat
only
this group
3
alive.
games, they would still go. They would find a way to go 6 for 6 with 3 games in this group.
Yeah. Like,
That's how
Man
it
City are going to make this group. They're going to eat this group alive. Group H is Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, Antwerp. Last, I'm going for Antwerp.
Yeah. I just have to say it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dutch champions.
Dutch champion.
I didn't mean to say that.
Dutch champion. You just offended so many.
Yeah, I need to leave before I die.
You just offended so many Belgians,
I need
man.
to leave before I die.
This is the second time that I'm kicking you off the show. All right.
But no,
Last
seriously,
place,
just
Belgian
a quick
champions,
accent.
Antwerp.
I have Ukrainian champions finishing 3rd.
Yeah, Ukrainian champions 3rd. Porto is about to lose Mehdi Taremi to Milan, so.
It's not even a question who's gonna finish.
And they've already lost Otavio to Al Nassr, but I still think Porto is gonna finish 2nd. And then first is of course Barcelona. They're gonna walk the group.
Yeah.
So, I'll see you in half a year, and let's see how terribly these aged.
Exactly.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.